think part 2 is, but you have to get through part 1, of course.
Material is everything.
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 That was so funny. Emma, Jenna, and Joy, so nice to see the 3 of you, and congratulations on season 2. I'm a huge Wednesday fan, so I absolutely loved it. I love it when Wednesday's doing the driving lessons and she's like, I'm the captain now.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fun. I love it when Enid says, even though Wednesday is the tunnel at the end of my light, I can't imagine my life without her in it. And one of my favorite parts of the series is the friendship between Wednesday and Enid, and seeing that grow. It has resonated with so many audiences and fans. Why do you think their friendship has resonated with so many audiences and fans, Jenna and Emma?
I think it's the juxtaposition between, their interests and personalities. I think people love great contrast, whether they realize it or not. And I think it's also kind of proves that, sometimes people find friends and you think you have to have, similarities, but you don't. You can appreciate and care for other people without, liking or enjoying what they enjoy. And another thing that I think is really wonderful about the show and their dynamic is it's so common for women at this age, in high school, to look at each other as competitors or, people that they have to go up against. So it's really, I think, great to see people who just genuinely want the best for one another and support each other. It's wonderful to do that with Emma.
Oh goodness, what Jenna said.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking. Yeah, no, I think they kind of represent finding your people in your community in places that you don't always expect. Like, you don't always have to stick within the crowd that you're told to.
Yeah, you have more options than you realize.
Yeah. What I love about Bianca is how she was, Wednesday's rival and kind of adversary, but now she's friends with everyone. And I loved being able to see her explore her siren powers more. I love that you have the blue eyeshadow, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I just realized, because I love her blue contacts in the show. Talk about exploring that with her in season 2, using more of her powers, and she's now a friend to Wednesday and Enid.
Yeah, it's really complicated for Bianca because we're finally getting to see her, use her power, but it's also, in this context that she doesn't really feel comfortable. And in my exploration of her background, it's something that she's never really felt comfortable with. She has pride in her power, but using it in this way that's, underhanded and deceitful has never been something that's, gone with her, as we saw in season 1. And so it was interesting having to balance this loyalty and dedication that she has to her family to, Nevermore, while also, having the ability to help them, but not feeling good and using it in that way.
Jenna, I'm wondering for you, what helps you most connect with Wednesday? Is it the hair and the pigtails? Is it being on set? Is it having, thing around you? What is it for you to help you most connect when you step into character for filming that day?
Right, it's all a great help. Honestly, we have such talented crew. The sets are unbelievable.
Yes.
My hair and makeup artist Nirvana has created a look that is very comfortable and easy, but I look in the mirror and I can't really see anybody else, which is very helpful. And then obviously the incredible costumes of Colleen Atwood. But I think more than anything, love her.
I'm obsessed with her. I can't wait to meet her tomorrow.
I could go on about Colleen.
Yeah.
But more than anything, I think what helps me most is physicality and the way that I carry myself and my body. And, I'm very aware of, maybe where I'm sitting on my ribs or my pelvis, or kind of where the weight is balanced in my feet. Just because she's so stoic and so static and still, it takes a lot of effort to, not move so much. And I feel the most like her, the most deadpanned and static I am. So that is what does it for me.
Getting into the
mindset. And
if
I do a take and I feel like something's off, it's because I was slacking on my posture, things like that, or my hands held too much tension, or something like that.
Yeah, your movement with her is so good. You definitely makes you disappear into the character. Emma, I do love how Enid has some more love interest this season as well. She's finally wolfed out in season 1, and now she's kind of exploring that, getting kind of into her own skin. Talk about exploring that with her and why you hope other audiences are going to resonate with her transformation this season.
Yeah, I love Enid's newfound personality and confidence and style and all that. It's really, really fun getting to explore that. I love playing somebody who's so unapologetically herself, to the point where she just really doesn't care what people think, and it's amazing to portray that on screen because I certainly didn't feel like that growing up. So
Wow.
it's definitely something very healing for me.
Yeah.
I also just hope that kids who watch it take that away from it. Like, yeah, just be yourself, and it doesn't really matter what other people think. As long as you're happy, like, who cares?
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to see you guys at the premiere tomorrow. I can't wait to see what you're going to be wearing. And I'm dying for part 2. Like, I need it now. I need to see what happens. I want
thanks.
I want my girl to be okay.
Well, yeah, it's my favorite part of the season.
It is?
Yeah, I think part 2 is.
Yeah.
But you have to get through part 1, of course.
I know. Yep. Okay. I'm excited for
Yeah.
part 2 then.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Okay.
Excited
Thank
to see you.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank
You're always
you.
so fun to chat with.
Thanks.
Appreciate
It's a
you
pleasure.
guys. Catherine and Louise, congratulations to the two of you. Wednesday's one of my favorites, and obviously Morticia and Gomez, everyone's favorite gothic parents. So I loved Morticia and Gomez's dance this
gosh.
season that the two of you get to take me back to set that day. And what did you love about doing that beautiful dance? She's like, let me slip into something more uncomfortable.
Well, we have to take you back a bit further, right? Because we had to rehearse it and learn it.
That's cool.
So it was not just turning up and doing it. And I think that actually sometimes is more fun, the process of doing it. And then the big day arrives, and we're all ready to go, and we nailed it.
Yes.
We nailed it.
I'm a dancer. Louise moves very well, but he worked so hard to get those moves. I was really proud of you.
Well, let me tell you, like tango is like using the other side of your brain. And it's like, you get into it and you start watching videos of how people really dance it, and man, just the passion. And so, you employ that same passion into us,
Oh, yeah.
and it's an incredible formula.
We had a
Incredible
lot of fun.
formula.
You guys did fantastic. And of course, your sword fight scene with Jenna, with Wednesday, Morticia. Take me back to set then, because you get a lot to do, I feel like, in this part 1.
I have, and I relish that.
Yes.
Both of us, we were just so thrilled that we had more, and really organically interwoven into Wednesday's story. It's not like
It is.
cut to meanwhile back at the Addams house. We really integrate completely within the story. But when Jenna and I had so much fun learning that thing, because the sword fight, I did sword fighting in Zorro, so. I mean, excuse the pun, it was my secret weapon.
There
It
you
was
go.
like, sword fighting scene, I'll give it a try.
Yes.
Cut to, and Jenna's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, trust me, seeing you sing again and sword fighting, like, my girl is here with Chicago, Zorro.
Okay, now I remember, you see all of these 3 things in the first 4 hours. Okay, that's
Yes.
why people are asking me about that. I forgot it was all condensed in that.
Yes.
It was a dream, just to play Morticia for the few scenes that we had in season 1 was one of the most memorable times of my life. To work again with Louis, it was just wonderful. But now having this stuff, and it's just great.
It's just so fun. I love all the names that Gomez calls Wednesday, my little landmine, my little poison pen, my pernicious prodigy. Do you ever come up with these nicknames, or is it just always in the script for Wednesday?
I think for the most part, it's always in the script.
I just think they're so creative.
Yeah, very, very, very creative, and it's so funny because like people now address their kids like that. I mean, I was at an event and I would love for you to meet my little thundercloud. I go, oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's a thundercloud for sure.
Yeah, I've actually used it with my niece.
Yeah, there you go.
I've used Storm
and they,
Cloud.
and they love it. They absolutely love it.
Catherine, going back to the singing, I flipped out when you were doing the Nevermore Academy theme and then also the Bad Moon on the Rise
Yeah.
song. Was it always in the plan to have Morticia sing in
Yeah,
season 2?
it was in the script.
Okay, good.
I think we have to, we are nothing. Yes, we're playing iconic characters, but they could so go into just caricatures.
Mm-hmm.
We're so blessed with great writing and the
Yeah.
scripts.
Yes.
As actors, we ain't nothing without what's on the page.
Yes.
And they really gave us wonderful stuff to work with. Yes, we bring our own things into it, but that was in the script. And the title of the songs, and the music that we danced to, and, the choreo, we worked with a stunt team for the fencing. But
That's cool.
You can't. We are nothing without. So all you guys out there, start writing.
That's right.
Keep us employed.
The material is everything.
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 The material is everything, but the two of you just bring so much to the characters, and I thank you both for that because I'm a huge fan of the show, and I'm so excited to see where Morticia and Gomez's storyline is going to continue to go to part two.
You wait. It gets really interesting, and again from the writing, all these different characters, all intertwined, all the way through the 8 hours. There's a moment, which is top secret.
Ooh, top secret. Well, thank you both so much for your time. I appreciate you both so much.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
great day.
you.
The dress is stunning.
Thank you, Catherine.
It looks
oh my
fabulous.
Goodness. Steve and Fred, so nice to meet the two of you, and congratulations on Wednesday season 2. It's one of my favorite shows on Netflix, and I loved you as Principal Dort. Of course, Uncle Fester, him in the bathtub with his little duckies is amazing. Congratulations to the two of you, first of all.
Thank you.
Yeah, Steve, I love how you're finally being able to reunite with Tim Burton here after Big Fish.
Yeah.
Talk about that reunion and why did it take so long for you guys to reunite?
You know, you never know if you're going to work with people again. You know, that's just the way it works out. But I was so happy to get the call about Wednesday because I was a big fan of the first season and, of course, a big fan of Tim Burton. So I was very excited to join him again.
And of course, Uncle Fester, he's one of the best characters on the show. I love watching his relationship with Wednesday, how he's always supporting her. So talk about what it was like exploring that with Jenna, specifically season 2.
Well, season 1 was like a great start.
Yeah.
You got, in the first shot, you get it right away, like what their relationship is and how they're fans of each other and that Fester wants to help Wednesday. So season 2 is just an extension of that. It's he's got some more missions on her behalf just to help her out.
How did you find his voice when you were, did you find his voice when you were on set? Because I love the very specific voice you do for him.
I just watched the old TV show.
Wow.
I just echoed it and I just wanted to be like that, just to honor the tradition of what that role is.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. So your character, Principal Dort, taking over, you know, as like the new headmaster. He's kind of taking advantage of the students in a way, though, like to, you know, like for his own advantage. So what can you tease about his storyline for audiences?
I mean, there's something nefarious going on with this guy.
Yeah.
But I do believe that he is a true advocate for the school. He loves outcasts, and you know, he does not like normies, and he really thinks his predecessor, Principal Weems, you know, she was so wrong to invite the normies in. So he wants to right that wrong.
And Uncle Fester has you have so many funny scenes. I said the bathtub, the romanticizing with Louise. What was it that you loved to explore? That was so funny. Talk about like doing that part for Uncle Fester, because that was like one of the silliest parts this season.
It was so silly, and we laughed all the way through because Tim was directing it. And I noticed just Tim laughing at the idea that he was picking her up at the cafeteria. How insane the whole idea was, you know, that's where it was happening. And also that they both wanted to have fun. So, I mean, her job was probably pretty boring there, you know, taking all that food. But also that asylum looked great. It looked properly crazy.
Yeah, and Uncle Fester was right at home in it.
That's where he wanted to be. That was the plan, and he loved being there.
Well, I have to say congratulations to the both of you. Wednesday is one of my favorite shows, and I'm so excited with where the story's going for season 2. I need part 2 like right now.
Great. Great.
I love all of the activities that Thing gets to do. Like, he's like, you know, holding the golf ball for Gomez, pouring his drink. He has his own set of adventures. Do you guys just have a list of everything that you're going to make Thing do for the plot line that season? How does that work?
Well, he's such a great character.
He's
So
so
we do always think about what we can do.
Yes.
And Victor, who plays Thing, is also always coming to us and pitching us ideas.
Yes.
That's cool.
So those sort of the flashbacks when Morticia confronts him, and we reveal that, you know, they have sort of used him as a servant.
That was so funny, that sequence. Morticia Morticia and Gomez have so much like more storyline. And then of course
Yeah.
having Catherine sing, having her do the sword fighting, that almost put me in my grave. Seeing that, talk about just having the extension of them and the storyline for season 2.
Well, we wanted to bring more of the Addams family into the show.
Yeah.
And, you know, so the way we did it is she's running the gala, which allowed us to have them be close to the school and allow us to kind of explore their relationship as well as Morticia's relationship with Wednesday.
And also, it's the ultimate nightmare for Wednesday.
it's
Yeah.
The families arrive, so it puts more pressure on Wednesday. And,
Yeah.
and,
Yes.
and seeing that, we really loved in season 1, seeing Morticia and Wednesday's relationship and that
Yes.
dynamic. So to see it week to week and to escalate was something that was exciting to us as writers.
Yeah.
And felt like, you know, we're the fathers of daughters, so
Okay.
we've seen the mother-daughter relationship on a first-hand experience.
Up
of that.
close.
Yeah.
So it felt like to see that with Wednesday and Morticia, which is so elevated
Yeah.
and
And then throw in swords. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not? I want to talk about the Bloody Mary dance from season 1, how that became such an iconic thing. I mean, I couldn't even go to like a clothing store without seeing Jenna. Like, and I bought it at H&M, okay? Like
Yes.
the t-shirt. Did you guys know that that was going to be such a big viral moment and just the aftermath of reading, you know, the fan reactions to the show?
no, I didn't think
No.
no one could have predicted that
That's
in terms of
crazy,
the
yeah.
level. I mean, it was the #1 TikTok of the year, like billions and billions and billions of views. So
It's crazy. I remember when we saw the dance the first time, we were like, oh, it's like the Pulp Fiction dance for a new generation because
It
it was
totally
so
is.
odd and so specific.
Yes.
And then in hindsight, you look at it and you realize with a lot of those TikTok dances, you can follow the moves very easily. Like very complicated dances don't seem to work, but
Yeah.
like something that has a very simple, specific kind of movement.
You like her
does.
arm movements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just interestingly like, oh, okay, like, but that's all hindsight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we thought it's something that like it could be a TikTok dance, but God knows nobody thought it would be that.
Yeah, no, it blew up so
blew up.
much. What can you tease about Lady Gaga?
not much.
Not
although
much.
the-
I saw her performance at To Doom, and it was
Yes.
amazing.
Amazing.
Jenna was on stage,
Yeah.
so we know that like she's going to be bringing a lot to the character.
Yeah. Well, again, she's an incredible actress.
Insane.
I think that's, you know, we all saw it in A Star Is Born, and you know, she was incredibly professional. The crew loved her. She could not have been lovelier. So we were
It's also
very
the mix
excited.
of Lady Gaga and Tim Burton.
Yes.
So that feels like
Yeah.
the ultimate little cocktail of deliciousness. So I
For
think
sure.
that's something that I think they will really enjoy. And you know, there are a lot of surprises in part 2.
Yeah.
And she's the biggest. So
My dogs are named Jack and Sally, so I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, Danny Elfman fan. Love that you guys get to collaborate with them. I'm so excited for part 2. I can't wait to see where the story goes, and can't wait to see what you guys have in store for the fans for even season 3. Cannot wait.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank you
fantastic.
guys so much.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
and so happy that you're
Yeah.
from Leonardtown, a fellow Southern Marylander.
Exactly.